viral this blood. You see scatter, if you don't call cargo, you don't really are fighting for true. Remember, we're in a new year, and we are telling you this. Scatter, Joe. Remember me telling you, cargo. Yo, hold on. We're serious. Cargo. If cargo not up on blood at Sumfest, we are fighting. Remember that, you know. Remember that. All right.
Clearly this individual had too much to drink, and who is he to speak on behalf of the Sumfest massive? Well, anyway, come to think of it, let's do the hypothetics. Does Cargo really deserve a place at the Sumfest 2025 staging, whether international night or dancehall night? Well, maybe not international night, but does he deserve a place at dancehall night? And in my humblest opinion, I think he does. And the reason for my conclusion is that I've seen lots of artists that came on Sumfest that haven't been releasing any new music, and they haven't been punching in the airway. They haven't been punching your speakers, and they still ended up on Sumfest, whether international night or dancehall night. And I think Cargo is an artist that has arguably two of the biggest songs in the last 20 years in dancehall. Now Sell Out My Friend and Now Sell Out My Friend Part 2. And he has other songs as well, like All the Girl Them Turn Up With Thing and White Tees and Adidas. He has other songs, but those two songs, Now Sell Out My Friend and Now Sell Out My Friend Part 2, is a classic in dancehall until this day. And that is my opinion on that particular issue.
Yeah, man, I say I don't know at first it's the 90s, but I represent for dancehall info. You see me, I say connect up right now. Make sure you follow the page, subscribe and follow and everything. You see me, I say support the movement. Polo shirt and my damn shirts, tight jeans with a bad clocks. Dancehall info. No boy, man, at first I represent.
Constitutional body in Guyana wants Vybz Kartel's song that's called Good Like Jesus banned ahead of concert.
Good like Jesus. You put good like Jesus.
Really and truly, I don't have an issue with it, but I just want them to keep the same energy against other discrepancies against their religion. I love the fact that they're defending their belief and standing up, because it's one of the reasons why I think if I was to be religious, I think I'd choose Muslim or the Jews over Christianity, because them man is serious about them thing. Them man don't laugh with them thing. Is it me? And I think you should be serious with your religion. But I'm just saying they should keep the same energy against others, against other things. Is it? We don't even talk about the person per se, but just the thing that you're against your religion. Yeah, just keep the same energy for other things that could come up against your religion. And I don't have a problem, as I say, I'm glad not do it, because I think Christianity in the Western Hemisphere around here is like a mockery. They mock Christians. Joke thing. In those Islamic Muslim countries, you can't say nothing bad about the Prophet Muhammad. You'll be considered blaspheming, and that's haram. And most of those punishment is life, is with your life. That's how serious those guys are with their religion. We around here, we just up Jesus like gay. Alright, from Guyana to Trinidad, and we have the Trinidadian Prime Minister Kamala Prasad saying she would not let Vybz Kartel talk to their children and do TV shows. Before I get into any more details, people, remember, just hit the like button. It will do a lot for the channel, it will do a lot for me. Alright? Anyway, I'll probably come under some backlash for this opinion that I have in this matter. But anyway, me no bumbuckler business. Who wants to unfollow can go ahead and unfollow. And you can go ahead and press the dislike button too. The thing is, I clearly understand where the minister is coming from, and I totally accept where she's going with this ideology or this idea. I understand the view that she holds of not having Kartel being viewed as a role model for the youths of our country. I totally get that. If we here in Jamaica was just to be fair and talk the truth, we will all accept that Kartel has a negative influence on the youths. And let's be honest, it's not just Vybz Kartel. Majority of these artists have a negative impact on our society. And the thing is, people, you can't even to blame the artists. The Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica, the media outlets dropped the ball ages ago. Lots of years ago, they should have tried and stamp out these type of lyrics, these types of songs, but they didn't. And this is where we are now in Jamaica, and it's like a cultural norm for these artists to make these type of blatantly outrageous, expletive songs, and they somehow reach on our airwaves, to be totally honest, and it's affecting our society negatively. And anybody not like that, to me I say, well, are just some hypocrite, and no mean the country no good, and we don't even edit or pretty up the party. This guy grip and unalive a 9-year-old schoolgirl. He was neutralized by the security force, and yes, that's okay, but I have a problem with that still, because my take on this is, I've always said that there's lots of pedophile, lots of children abductors and unalivers walking around normal, and we don't know. They're right beside your neighbors, even your friends, people that you talk to, and all of those type of things. What I'm trying to say is, we don't know them, and you get a chance to capture one of them, like this guy. We directly know that he has done the thing and did it, and we just unalive him. So no, man. Alright, security force, some good idea. Try capture him. Don't try neutralize him. Even give him a foot touch, or is me touch him on him and or somewhere that's him. Is me? He doesn't get neutralized. You capture him, threaten him with 200 years, and tell him if him give you anybody else who is in his ring, you bring it down to all 20-25 years for argument's sake. And then you will take your time and weed them out one by one, because there's a lot of them. I know there's a lot of them. There can't be so many children missing, unaliving, and there's nobody responsible for it. Maybe it's a network or something like that. Well, that is just my opinion and my thoughts on this. I see everybody celebrating and even planning to bear false witness, jokingly of course, like they were going to be the witness for the police that he did pull a gun and all of those things. Because in Jamaica, when you have a gun, police say pull a gun and fire at them, and everybody has been celebrating like, yes, he did draw a gun at the police officer, he did fire a shot at the police officer. But my thing is, the police officers shouldn't have unalived him. Capture him, and you'd have frightened for know who else involved in it, or maybe a boss who was sending for go capture him involved in it too. You see me? People, tell me what you think in the comment section. Anyway, moving on. I saw this picture, Dancehall Mount Rushmore, and people, more want to tell me, is this a true representation of Dancehall Mount Rushmore if Dancehall was to have a Mount Rushmore? Because the significance of Mount Rushmore, is to represent some key figures in some key period of the American history, because the original Mount Rushmore is the 4 American presidents: Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, and is a visual representation of key periods in American history, with each president's face symbolizing a different phase of the nation's development. With that said, is those faces on Mount Rushmore of dancehall a key representation of the dancehall history? Tell me what you think in the comment section, people.
Yo, I mean I say dancehall info, the thing go, from a bring across this info, full stop, no comma. That's for bingo. It far away. Yeah.
You want top of cam?
Yeah, I mean I say top of cam. And say a 2 picture we sell on the Benz that land. Richer than Matalan. Yo, tell them stop the cap now, fam.